great to get it out there. As I say, we were just kind of going to do it amongst ourselves, and then we
few arms twisted.
So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh well, we're only delighted because it's spreading the word, and that's what Scariff Bay Community Radio is all about. We're here to support local, as it were,
And it's a great cause.
It was just brilliant. Yeah. Is there anything else there, Emily, that you want to tell us about the Irish Kidney Association? How to get in contact with them, maybe, if anybody wanted to get in contact?
Yeah, they have a website, so it's very easily accessible, and it's ika.ie, I think. But no, they're a great organisation, and they're very supportive. So so I think
and they still collect. They used to before collect people when they were going in for.
They do, they do.
It's fantastic. I mean, if you didn't have someone to bring you,
and I know, because they do, and I think it's 4 hours 3 times a week for dialysis as well.
4 hours 3 times a week.
So
and that's just the dialysis. That's not including the travelling,
the travel out.
It's very time consuming, and as Trish says there, like it's great to get a lift because not everybody would have a family member that could afford to be taking as much time off work maybe to bring them in, or
a week as well. And when the weather improves now, I'll take the dust off the bike that's in the shed, and I'll get that out again.
So it's ongoing, really, isn't it?
It's ongoing the whole time.
And I suppose as the evenings get brighter too as well, you'll be sort of upping the ante maybe a little bit and doing a little bit more physical work, as it were.
Exactly, as I say, that's why we want to get as many hikes done during the summer months as we can, so we're not under pressure either time-wise or weather-wise towards the latter end of the year.
Or whether you can predict.
Oh, look.
What it's going to be like.
Exactly.
And you prefer to postpone one if the weather was absolutely miserable and wait until you get more of an enjoyable experience.
And you have to be practical. There's no point in putting yourself in a dangerous situation either if the weather is bad.
Absolutely. And I mean, we're no martyrs either. I mean, if we're looking outside one morning and it's bucketing rain and the wind is howling, I'll be making a phone call to Emily saying, Emily, it's not happening today, but it will be rescheduled.
Of course, of course.
And I presume to have all the gear, like all that we say, proper footwear.
Absolutely.
Support.
Oh, you will.
And all that. There's no point in just
arriving
in a pair of runners.
Of the time you're going up, and when you hope to be back, and then, with the help of God, everything will be fine. But it might sound overstating the obvious, but it's very important as well, just from a health and safety point of view.
Of course it is, And you both seem to be very well seasoned hikers, so it's I don't think it'll be any problem to you. I think you won't take any chances, either of you, so it's
no, because
thanks for following up with that seasoned hikers. I thought we were just going to just say seasoned.
No hikers.
Thanks for completing that sentence for me.
Well, listen, ladies, it was lovely having you in this morning. Really enjoyed the chat. It'll get us going now, Trish. And I just think fantastic. And Emily, the organisation that you're doing it for is just brilliant. So, as soon as this goes out, obviously people will be really interested in it. We'll have the podcast up. Anyone that would want to contact you to give any donation, or if anybody wants to contact either myself or Trish or any of us here in Scariff Bay Community Radio, we'd be more than happy to pass on your details to them, or take a donation to pass on to you or whatever. And of course, Saturday the 2nd of April, you're going to have your little unit set up to collect and to sell the little Forget-me-nots, thank you.
So that will bring a lot more local
and take donations, and with the organ donation cards as well that day. And finishing up on the 28th of December, my Lussa, for anybody that wants to join you on the day, they're more than welcome.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Listen, girls, Roisin and Emily, thanks so much for talking to us.
The sky, I am flying, passing
Now, that was I Am Sailing by Rod Stewart. We'd just like to remind everybody too as well that Tuamgraney Harp Festival is coming up, and they're having a tea coffee morning fundraiser in Newlands this Friday, the 25th of February. So it's for the Tuamgraney Blossom Harp Festival. If anyone would like to pop over to Newlands and have a cup of coffee and I'm sure a scone or cookies, treats, bit of harp music. So Tuamgraney Harp Festival is a great thing to be having in the locality. We're very lucky, I suppose, that it is in the area, and it's like everything else has been missing for the last couple of years, so it's coming back. So that's coffee morning as a fundraiser for the Tuamgraney Blossom Harp Festival next Friday, 25th of February in Newlands. Thank you. Now, and we have a few birthdays as well, Trish, in the parish. Sheila O'Dwyer in the Connacht Road is celebrating a big birthday. Sunday, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah,
I think
wishing all the best, Sheila.
It's going to make her the second oldest lady in Scariff in the parish, so we'd like to wish her all the best. Keane McNamara, my own Keane, is outside in Sweden. He's celebrating his 32nd birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday, Keane. I'm sure he'll be absolutely thrilled to hear this. One of our own presenters, Keelan Madden, presents the Young Wave here on Scariff Bay Community Radio, and she's been a bit under the weather lately, so we'd just like to wish her a speedy recovery. And John Miles as well. Trish has been quite ill as well recently, so we'd like to wish John a speedy recovery as well. So if there's anybody out there that has anything like that you want to, any birthday wishes or requests or anything, let us know. That's what we're here for. We're delighted now to be joined in studio by Claire Hinchy this morning.
Good morning, ladies. How are
Claire
you?
just wants a break there. She's looking at the notes. So I think Jim wants to play a song there. Do you, Jim? Sorry, no. Bit of a technical issue there between Jim and myself. Sorry. We're delighted now to have Claire Hinchy from Scariff Community Council. You see, we were all organised until Claire came in and she said everything. The cat among the pigeons.
Okay, 5 minutes to wear.
Oh, God. Claire, we're delighted to have you anyway.
Yeah, great to be here.
Good
It's been a
news
while.
for Scariff Community Council recently.
Yeah, as you all know, it was we got €30,000 in the sports cap grant for the lighting of the Riverside Park.
That's fantastic.
Great,
Brilliant.
huge. It's going to cost about 35,000. So obviously we're about 5,000 still to be raised. So we're just going to have, now that we're back allowed to fundraise, we'll be back, please
Great.
God. Our next one is it's a cake sale we're probably having in the Market House for
Fantastic.
Easter, that Saturday.
Good
but
idea.
yeah, so
Yeah.
And I mean, a cake sale is great.
it's great, and it's
You contribute, but you bring something.
Yes,
absolutely,
it's a great
yeah,
fundraiser.
it is,
Yeah.
and it's obviously once the weather stays fine and it's right there in the middle of the town, is perfect. So, but the GoFundMe page is still open for the pets because we officially opened them just before Christmas, and we renamed the park the Riverside Community Park.
That's right.
And it was just, to let people know that it is owned by the community. It's not owned by the county council, and rather than having a re overhaul,
Yes, of
we
course.
just said it's a community park basically, and that's it. So. To date, there was about €90,000 spent on those paths, both the concrete and the tarmac.
Yeah, but they're there for life.
They're there, absolutely. It was a huge investment. I mean, obviously, we got funding from Clare County Council and we got leader funding, so that was a huge help. And obviously, then from the community with donations and through the GoFundMe page and just leaving checks here and there. So it was, I mean, it couldn't have been done. It wouldn't have been able to be done, have been done unless the community had come on board, because I'm part of them. I think we probably got about maybe 80% funding for it, so it's huge. It was huge.
Brilliant.
It was great. So
But as you said, the balance then had to be
absolutely, it had to be, and
Yeah.
the local county councillors came on board and
Great.
they helped us, and a huge thanks to them. And it was, I mean, it's there for everyone to use, and it's a great facility. Anybody that's been down there, it's
And I suppose we spoke about it before, Claire. Some people think it's just a playground.
correct.
But it's not.
No, it's so much more.
Yeah.
And these lights that are going in, they will be the height of street lights.
Oh, okay.
So
for
it'll,
people
yeah,
that are worried,
and
it'll be safer.
exactly, and they'll be only used. Well, they'll obviously we don't need them during the summer, but during the winter months they'll be on from 4:30 to 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
So and obviously then there's going to be power outlets. I'm sure anyone who's walked it, you can see the cables
That's
that come
right.
out.
Yeah.
So there's going to be power outlets. So if Scariff Bay Radio want to do an outside broadcast, there's going to be electrical outlets on the
wait
Harbour
until the
Fest-
summer,
Yes,
Claire.
exactly. But even for the Harbour Festival, and if anyone wants to have a class down there, that there will be power down there.
That's
so
really thinking ahead
Yeah.
now, isn't it?
Yeah. So it'll be huge. Yeah. So we have to get all that done, but we're hoping we have planning permission got for the lights. So once we get all the paperwork come back from Sports Cap and we get
Okay.
everything signed, then it's all go. So
Head for leather
hopefully
then.
you'll see more construction down there during the
Brilliant.
summer, and from now.
that's
So we'll have them.
brilliant.
Yeah.
And of course,
So
Claire,
then-
as you said earlier on, there was a lot of work done. You widened the path and everything
to a metre
there.
and a half.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose the reason it was made that wide at the planning stage was because obviously we were in the midst of COVID and we
Yes.
had to keep 2 metres apart. I don't believe it would have been a metre and a half had we not had COVID, so it
Okay.
gave you, it widened it, and
Right.
obviously for accessible, wheelchairs and
Wheelchairs,
stuff,
yeah.
that it's wide enough for 2 wheelchairs.